So, ang tanong ko, Senator, you studied this budget. Saan napunta?
Sa pork barrel.
Pork barrel?
You see, the pork barrel are the realignments done by the members of Congress to fund their own projects. Ngayon, this is not provided in the General Appropriations Bill or the President's budget when it was submitted. In the version of the BICAM today, there is a total, I'm just looking at one item, there is the total of 288 billion pesos added to the DPWH budget. DPWH, when the President submitted its budget, had an 825 billion allocation for its projects. After it went through Congress, tumaas ito ng 1,113 billion pesos. Uulitin ko lang. When the President submitted its budget, DPWH had an allocation of 825 billion. After the BICAM came out with its version, I think the budget of the DPWH alone went up to 1 trillion.
Yes, 1.1. 1.1 trillion.
1.1 trillion, which means there was an increase of 288.7 billion in the budget of DPWH. This is the pork barrel in DPWH alone. Hindi pa natin nakikita yung iba. But in DPWH alone, the pork barrel is 288.7 billion. Now, how was this funded? Firstly, this 288 billion must be covered by an appropriation from the other departments, because if you just allow the addition, then your total budget will be higher by 288 billion pesos on DPWH alone. And that is not allowed under our Constitution. Congress cannot increase the budget submitted by the President. So what did they do? What they did was to get the appropriation of the other agencies in order to provide funding for the pork barrel. Where did they get it? 10 billion from the DepEd. They removed 10 billion from the appropriations of the DepEd. 50 billion from the four-piece program. 50 billion from the four-piece program of the
DSWD or the government.
DSWD. 74 billion from the subsidy of PhilHealth. 30 billion from the CHED, etc., etc., in order that the 288.7 billion pork barrel under the DPWH can be funded. So that's the situation. Implemented properly, pork barrel can have some use, can be useful. I repeat and emphasize, basta po tama ang paggamit ng pork barrel, yan po ay pwede makatulong sa taong bayan. Kaya yan po ang ating pinapakiusap. Sana na po isipin din nila ang taong bayan paggamit ng kanilang pork barrel.
But then it's a bit too late for that with the huge cuts in social services. So I want to ask you this. Is that illegal? Is that against the Constitution? You use the word pork barrel, right?
No, it is not illegal. Karen, pork barrel is not illegal, provided it complies with the conditions set forth in the Constitution and the Supreme Court. Supreme Court said you cannot have a lump sum. You must identify the projects before the budget is signed. Under the Constitution, your pork barrel, your insertions cannot increase the budget of the President, which is submits to Congress, because that is prohibited. And therefore, what happens is that they realign budgets from the other departments in order to fund the pork barrel. And having said that, the pork barrel, Karen, is not an original Filipino invention. Galing po ito sa Amerika.
All right. What Senator Amy Marcos noted was the 4Ps. Yung 4Ps,
Yes.
beneficiaries that are still naka-waiting list. They've been verified as being the poorest of the poor. Pati yun tinanggalan ng pondo of 50 billion.
One thing that I must emphasize, Karen, the 4-piece program is authorized by law and not only the budget. Mayroon pong batas yan, may special law yan, which institutionalizes the 4-piece program. Now, to your question, can the President order Congress to do something else? No, the President cannot do that, but he can exercise his persuasive powers to ask Congress or to
appeal.
Reconvene the BICAM and consider this. Now, if his request for, say, the restoration of the DepEd budget is that followed, then he can exercise his power to veto certain items of appropriation in order to be able to fund the education budget cut of 10 billion. Uulitin ko lang. Halimbawa, he will veto certainly the 288
Pero
billion.
pwede niya ilipat yun? Let's say he vetoes a part of that 288.7 billion na nandun sa DPWH. If he vetoes something there that's 10 billion, the President can move that 10 billion to the DepEd?
No, but when in the execution of the budget, the President can realign savings in order to fund this DepEd budget, and there will be savings because because he will veto the 288.7 billion insertion, and therefore there will be funds available because this 288.7 billion is backed up by funds coming in as part of the programmed appropriation coming from our taxes. So pag inalis mo itong 280.7 billion, you have extra funds which the President can realign to the Department of Budget, to the Department of Education budget, to the PhilHealth budget, etc.
Okay, so you've said it, in the DPWH, there's 288.7 billion pesos in pork barrel of preferred projects by legislators, and then there's ACAP. ACAP, which is, as they say, similar to the 4Ps, but not exactly, but this one, 26 billion pesos is given to congressmen, 5 billion suddenly with senators. So, ang ACAP is ayuda, right? So, 5 billion in bulk, if the senators equally divide it, each senator gets 200 million pesos for ayuda. Is this even legal?
It is legal because it is appropriated. And that's part of the principles that I described insofar as the DPWH budget is concerned.
But can legislators implement a government-funded program?
They cannot. They cannot.
Exactly. So, for example, that's what I want to ask you.
Let me finish.
Yeah, go on.
They cannot implement, but this is being implemented by the line cabinet, by the line agencies, in this particular case, the DSWD. I repeat, this program is implemented by the DSWD.
Senator,
but the congressman, or the congressman particularly, would influence the decision of the DSWD.
But Senator, that's not exactly what's happening on the ground. I've interviewed many people who actually, mga kasambahay, na kumbaga, they benefited from ACAP. Pinaparaffle ng congressman. Binibigay ng congressman yung ACAP. Ng cash.
Yes, I agree. But who actually is present when the cash is given? It is the DSWD personnel.
Okay.
But behind that is the congressman.
But the question is, how can we audit if, let's say, if a congressman receives 120 million for ACAP? How do we know, how can we audit if the whole 120 million is given out?
No, it is given out to individual recipients. Mayroon po yung acknowledgement receipt for purposes of COA.
Okay, that's the ideal situation. But
Yes,
I'm trying to
yes.
say, how do we know that they're given out to real people? We have seen the confidential funds of the Office of the Vice President. This is 500 million. We're seeing 1,300 plus of these signatures do not exist. So I want to ask you, I mean, senators, for example, what will they do with AKAP? Did you ever have AKAP? Did you, as a senator, ever distribute ayuda?
I can only speak for myself. I never did. So, and I do not think it existed during the time I was there. I'm just guessing, but I have not had the opportunity. I have not had the opportunity to handle this. From my limited knowledge, the way this is done is that the DSWD would implement it, would have acknowledgement receipts. Whether or not it is properly implemented, that is another issue for the COA to look into. We're just talking here about...
Because that's 31 billion. At the end of the day, that's still 31 billion that some have classified as pork. And with the elections coming up, you have the DPWH 288, you have 31 billion AKAP. Put that all together.
Well, yes, you see, pork barrel is a general term which denotes that an appropriation is being done for the benefit of a particular district, of a particular sector. So it's pork barrel as originated from the American politics. It is pork barrel. The question is, how is it implemented? And are there enough safeguards and are there enough post-implementation audit and accounting which will enable the appropriation to achieve its purpose. So we must make that distinction.